Happy October! You are now tuned into Dames at the Diner. Hi, I'm Bianca Zuzio.
And I'm Christina Hill.
I am so happy that fall has finally arrived.
Me too. It's my favorite time of year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think Christina will agree with this because she loves summer. Tina is all about the tanning, but I felt like this summer just dragged on, and I was so ready for the winter and the fall weather, and now the leaves are changing and it's just beautiful outside.
You know what, you're right. This summer was really hot, and I'm sure no one wanted to be outside, so I definitely have to agree with you this time.
Yeah, so now we're all bundled up at Broad Street Diner. Tina and I are pretending to drink coffee. I have my hot chocolate.
And I have my tea.
We have our traditional stack of pickles and bacon.
So good.
It's sitting over at the table, although I was so busy setting up that I didn't even get to have any yet tonight.
I did.
I know, Tina always goes right for it. We have a really great show lined up for you tonight. We have two guests joining us this evening.
Yes, we do. We have our first guest, and she's from MCN Live, from Mercer County's new show, and you could check MCN Live every Thursday at 5:30 p.m.
Yes, that's right. We'll be talking to Miss Shawnee Porter. And after that, we'll be talking to a good friend of mine and comedian, Bartholomew John Batista, but I call him Bart. He's also a very helpful crew for the show, and we're very, very excited that we'll be talking to him tonight. But before that, I am so excited for Halloween. It's right around the corner.
Me too. I love dressing up, and like we said before, I love the fall weather and everything.
Do you have any idea what you're going to be this year?
No idea.
Yeah, me neither. I always
It's always a last minute thing.
Always putting my outfit together like October 29th.
I know, all the time.
But I think I got that from my mother. My mother is a huge Halloween fanatic, loves it, goes completely over the top, completely over the top, but she's won like several like contests for Halloween.
Are you serious?
Yeah, all the time. She loves it. She goes way over the top. But I'm real excited for Halloween because there's so many like fun attractions. One of the things that we did recently was we went to go check out Field of Terror, which is it was such a fun time. It's in East Windsor, New Jersey. They have 4 awesome attractions. We got to take a ride on their haunted hayride.
Ooh.
And it was like so over the top, like really great.
I don't do good with that. I get too scared.
Yeah, I was like,
don't get me wrong, like I love going, but it's just like it just freaks me out. And I'm the one at the bottom of the.
But they have characters walking around, and they'll come up to you while you're. And I was like jumping all night long.
Did they touch you?
They. I don't think anybody touched me, but it was so. They're like real creepy.
That would totally freak me out.
But we had a great time, so check it out. We brought Dames and the Diner on the road to East Windsor, New Jersey to check out Field of Terrors. I'm here with Sharon Kyle, who runs Field of Terrors with her family. It's a family-owned and operated establishment. Sharon, how long have you been running Field of Terrors here?
This is our 8th season. We have 4 attractions here. We have a hayride called the Terror Ride. We have the Haunted Ford Maze, which is our original Field of Terror. We have the Unknown Haunted Barn, which is like a haunted house, but a little bit twist on it, farm style. And then our new attraction for this year is called Dementia. It's a 3D haunt where you wear 3D glasses and walk through, and everything seems to be popping right out at you.
People come back every year and specifically ask for certain characters, and they're always looking at their favorite ones. And some of us have our own Facebooks.
Well, we're sitting around the bonfire right now, so we're keeping nice and toasty on this cold October night. We haven't gone on any of the rides yet, but we've been talking to some of the characters, and they're just like terrified. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, the guys with the chainsaws really creep me out.
Yeah. Yeah, but Field of Terror was like completely crazy, but we had such a good time being there that night. And it's located in East Windsor, New Jersey. It's very affordable, good night of fun with your friends, so go check it out while they're still going on. Without further ado, we want to introduce our first guest. We'll be talking to Shawnee Porter, who is an anchor for MCN Live for MCTV. Hi Shawnee, thank you for joining us.
How are you guys?
Nice to have you.
Thank you for
How is
having
it
me.
being on the set of Dames the Diner? Is it different than the news?
Yes, it's totally different. I love it though. I love watching behind the scenes and how everything kind of comes together. So I think that's great. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, Shawnee was helping us set up today, so
Yes.
She doubled as guest and crew.
I tried to come last time, but just my schedule's so crazy. You know?
No, that's
College
fine.
students, you know how it is.
full-time,
We're
I
so
know.
happy you were able to join us. How long have you been working with MCN Live?
This is my second semester. I go part-time. I went part-time last semester as well. And I got lucky enough last semester to be on the desk, and I got the great opportunity for the last lead anchor to go to Rowan. She went, Katie. We miss you. And so I got the opportunity, so here I am.
That's exciting.
That's great. What kind of things do you cover on the news?
We cover everything from international news to local Mercer College news to local Mercer County news. We cover kickers, which are, I'll give you a little inside info. It's like, you know, like a little funny joke and something on TV that you would see, and we had something, but we had to cut it last week, and it was about this big afro, and she was in the Guinness World Record. It was like almost 3 feet wide. It was huge.
Oh my God.
So we do a lot of fun stuff, and a lot of, we do an entertainment package, which like a lot of Charlie Sheen, Rihanna we've covered recently, so it's very interactive, anything like in regular news.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I know Shawnee also worked with me at Trenton Thunder over the summer. We were
Yes,
both there
yes.
together watching
Really
all the baseball
ironic.
games.
Situation, small world.
Are you planning on continuing a career in television production? Like, what are you trying to do from here?
Now that I'm in my intro to radio right now, and I also have my computer applications. So with those classes, I've really taken a toll of different direction this semester, but I've kept my heart in the TV side, definitely with MCTV, and then here I am at Deans of the Diner, which I got the great opportunity to be a guest on, and that's great. So the exposure itself is huge. Networking, you know how Trenton Thunder, those are great opportunities for us to
Definitely.
really get our background and hands-on work experience for the fields that we want to be in. I'm most likely changing my major to TV from communications, so this will be the third time changing it, but I'm finding my path, so it's fun.
That's what college is for.
Yeah, seriously.
Where do you see yourself going? Like, what would you like to do with television?
Recently, I've obviously been in broadcasting, so that's kind of where my direction is right now. I would like to transfer to TCNJ just because that's where my plan was with communications. But now I'm thinking about Connecticut Broadcasting University just because I've heard a lot about it and I checked it out, so my options are open right now.
What attracted you to broadcasting?
Broadcasting, honestly, getting involved with outside of school activities, outside the classroom, getting that hands-on experience. I changed my major, so when I had my TV1 class, I really found that I liked the hands-on work. And then when we had to do our like little assignments where we would act in front of the camera, some of my TV1, you know, they offered me to have these kind of like fun roles, and I got to play with it and kind of learn so much about yourself when you find out what you really like, and that's great.
I know exactly what you mean. When I had my first semester at Mercer, I took TV1 because I had an extra class to fill, and I was like completely going a different way with my major, and I just fell in love with it. And I love doing this. Like, I love being
This is a
here.
great opportunity. You're good at it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us today. I'm really glad you could sit down
Thank
and
you
talk
for
with
having
us.
me, ladies. It's been great.
Yes. Stay tuned for our next topic on Dames of the Diner.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to Dames at the Diner. Tonight we would like to discuss our Mercer County Military Spotlight of the Week, Tyann Sells.
Tyann is a film student at Montclair State University. She has been dating her boyfriend, who is currently serving in the Army, for a little over a year and a half now. Mike just recently came home from Afghanistan, where he had a little bit of leave of a break, where he got to spend some time with his family at home, and now unfortunately he's going to have to go back, and Tyann continues to support him as a military member while she continues to go to school. So we just want to say thank you, Tyann. We greatly appreciate it. We're standing back with you. We're on the same page, girl. Now we would like to introduce our next guest, my good friend, Bart Batista. How you doing, Bart?
Doing all right.
All right, Bart's working on his third cup of hot chocolate tonight.
I'm working on this microphone. That's what I'm working on. There we go.
Welcome to the show, Bart. Nice of you to join us this evening.
Thanks for having
Bart
me.
is also somebody who doubles as my crew for the show. Bart's been very helpful when he's not getting into my shots with all 8 feet tall of him.
I'm sorry, it comes to the territory. I suffer from, giantitis or elephantitis? Christopher-titis? No.
So, Bart, you're a comedian. Just talk about how you got into comedy.
Well, when I got into comedy, I kind of did it on a dare because I wrote a really awful joke I won't repeat. And my friends told me I had to get up at the local Mike night at Mercer, late night series, and tell it. And it got a laugh, and after that, I kind of enjoyed it, and it just sort of took off from there. So I started writing more and more jokes, and here I am now.
Yeah, I went to go see Bart perform at the Sarcasm Comedy Club in Cherry Hill a couple weeks ago, and he really was hilarious. I really did enjoy watching him. It was a good time. Where generally do you perform?
I perform at Sarcasm Comedy Club in Cherry Hill a lot. I perform at Stand Up New York at least once a month. I perform at this comedy night at the Stress Factory once every other week. I performed at Caroline's on Broadway and the Broadway Comedy Club. Those are the venues that I generally
Because I didn't get a chance to go see
bounce
it.
around.
Yeah,
Definitely like
you
to see
you
that.
would like it. When would you be going on next? Do you know when your next appearance is going to be?
I'm actually going to be at the Stress Factory tomorrow night. I don't know if that'll be the same night this airs, but it'll be Wednesday the 5th. And then I'll be there every other Wednesday when they have Mike Night there.
Okay.
My next probably, then I'll be at Drexel every Thursday.
Okay, that's great. Are you doing anything else besides comedy right now?
Yeah, when you first start out comedy, you don't support yourself doing comedy. I wish that was how it worked. It was like somebody saw me and went, "Oh yeah, we're gonna pay you to tell jokes all the time." Awesome. No, I bartend and wait tables. I also work as a model. I went to a talent agency to represent me as a comedian, and they went, "Yeah, we don't know whether or not we can use you as a comic, but we have this modeling group." And then I was like, "I don't really know about that," but then they showed me how much it paid, and I went, "Okay."
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What are you hoping for?
Oh God, in 5 years I hope to at least have a Comedy Central half-hour special. That's in 5 years that would be nice. I'll be 30-ish, so that's the goal. Hopefully I'll be in Manhattan bouncing around the clubs and yucking it up with the best of them.
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy you were able to join us tonight, Bart. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you. Stay tuned for our next topic.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Next, we're going to take a look at a very interesting artist who works at Studio 2012 in Hamilton, New Jersey. Her name is Saima Youssef, and she just covers such a wide range of artistic abilities. She showed us some of her work. She does several paintings. They were beautiful. But on top of that, she also has a chandelier that she built out of blown glass. She does edible art and hair and makeup.
Yeah, I heard she does hair and makeup. I cannot wait to see your tips.
Yeah, she was like sharing all kinds of crazy information. She was like through and through unique individual. I loved talking to her, but it was a really great time, and we just loved. She had so many interesting things to say. And here's Saima Yusuf. We are located in Studio 2012 in Hamilton, New Jersey. I'm sitting here with Saima Yusuf, who is an artist. She paints among many other talents. Saima, when did you begin painting? When did you start your artwork?
I mean, I have memories as early as like 3-4 years old. I can recollect sitting there trying to draw, you know, family members around me. It's in my blood. Art is in my blood. I don't just do painting, but I also use it at, you know, a medium as to like landscaping, baking, cooking is a form of art to me, writing. So I actually manifest art throughout my life wherever I can find the need, the necessity, or the creative like spark that I see. I mean, in high school and college is where I really started to get into it. I have a great memory of a professor that told me, he was a printmaking professor at TCNJ, that all my artwork is differentiated from the rest of the class by the soul like it has, that I always seem to have like a spirituality or some essence that pierces through to the observer.
Saima, your artwork goes down many different avenues. I mean, you built this beautiful chandelier above us made out of blown glass. It's absolutely stunning. Like, I really admire it, as well as you do edible art. And what kind of edible art do you do? Is it?
I do like gourmet cakes and cupcakes. I just got into that because I have a sweet tooth myself, which I inherited from my father.
Don't we all?
And I love, I love baked goods. I love cupcakes and cakes and cookies.
So what do you make out of them?
I make like the best one yet that so far that everyone has loved has been my Louis Vuitton baby bag that I did for my sister-in-law. And the biggest compliment was that I had my dad come by to take a look at it before I took it to the party. And my father was like, "Where is it? Where's your cake?" And I said, "That's it, Dad. That's the bag sitting on the table." It was so real. That was the biggest compliment. That
Oh
he couldn't even
God.
tell. It was all fondant, you know, like gum paste and fondant, like how you see on Ace of Cakes. And I basically am self-taught. I watch, you know, videos. I'll watch, you know, how to do it. I'll read books on it, and then I'll just dive right into it. That's how I do it.
That's great.
And I did it for like 3 years before that specific cake. And I think I just built up my confidence by trial and error and tasting and enjoying and baking for friends and family for their birthdays and, you know, parties. And
so on top of all the other beautiful artwork you can find in Studio 2012, Saima is also a makeup artist. Saima, would you like to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. From music videos to the film projects to bridal projects we have for video as well. Here at the studio, I do all the hair and makeup. I do costume design as well. I basically like to have, you know, the finishing touches as well in all the visual productions that we do. And we're always looking for an extra, you know, person that would like to come and be a makeup artist or costume designer to help us at Studio 2012, because we are basically a platform for artists. So I invite anybody who is interested in learning this craft to come see me as an art director and in this field to get any experience, and also just to have a great time to work with a bunch of really creative, interesting people.
Definitely. What's your best makeup tip for all the girls watching?
My best makeup tip would be, after you do your concealer and powder, do the mascara last, because once you get powder on your eyelashes, it makes them even longer and thicker.
Gotcha. Oh, that sounds great. I can't wait to try that one later. Well, Saima, thank you so much for letting us into your studio to talk to us, and we will definitely be back again to visit you sometime soon.
Yeah, definitely. Come visit us.
Okay,
Come
thank
see
you
us.
so much.
I'd love to get my hands on that Louis Vuitton cake.
Cake sounds delicious.
Yes, it does.
I would love to eat some. Actually, I think it's time to order some cake.
Now?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get some cake now.
Okay.
Thank you once again for tuning into Dames at the Diner. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode, and have a great evening.
See you next week.